So international Latin and rhythm. So two main categories. So what is international Latin? So here's a cha-cha, samba, rumba, paso, jive. And rhythm is very similar. So it's cha-cha, then American rumba, swing, which is very similar to jive, and mambo and bolero. So those dances. And this is actually all this our course, mainly about Latin dances. So we're going to have international Latin and rhythm. We're going to talk about all of this. So you will have a separate courses on the ballroom dances, which is like more smooth and standard, which is like waltz, tango, foxtrot, as a separate courses. But this is mainly about the Latin dances. This is what this is mainly designed for. Okay, so let's go back to how to dance Latin dances. How to dance Latin. So this is about Latin dance. So how to dance. Here you have to look to improve your dancing. Let's say you learn cha-cha, you learn your samba, you learn all this dance. Now you want to improve, like you want to sing very well and you want to work on your voice and make it the most beautiful voice. Or if you're already a dancer and you want to polish what you already know, or if you're a teacher, you would like to explain somebody some ideas and have a structures. So here's very important to understand that we have a principles and we have a techniques. So principles and techniques in how we dance. So what is the difference between two? So the principles is like a laws. They almost never change and they will be exactly the same for every Latin dance. And techniques, it's a secret for each particular dance, for each particular steps. So techniques are very fluid. They may change. You may try today this technique, tomorrow another. It's like a secret from each step. Like one step you may do with one secret, another step with a different secret, just to make it more unique. But principles, they almost never change. They apply to every dance, every step. So when you teach somebody or when you learn, what you want to be focusing on, techniques or principles. So I believe you have to focus on principles more and have a set of principles which you follow in your dancing so you consistently can grow and you can dance better, you can improve. Or if you're a teacher, you can explain it in a more clear way. So your teaching is not all over the place. It's always have a solid ground. And then techniques, of course, you can take each step and already put certain flavor, certain secret inside that step. And ideally, you want to stick to your principles and master them. They will become better in time. They become very effective. And principles are quite simple to understand, but they're not simple to follow because you want to be very, very consistent. I will show you what principles mean. And there is principles for all dances, and there's principles for one particular dance. Let's say you can have certain principles of for rumba, for example, in international style, principle to have always straight leg. So this will not change. You will not do rumba walk with the bend knee. Okay, but you can have the same principle of American rumba. We have a soft knee as you land, and it will also not change. You don't want to go through the straight leg. So this principle like covers vast of dance. Sometimes it's cover all the dances. Sometimes it's cover the whole dance. So they is very good. Once you learn one principle and apply, you immediately your dance becomes skyrocketing. And techniques, the little secrets here there. So I see when teachers, let's say, teach students, they focus a lot on techniques, correct a little bit here, a little bit there, and then students come back home, have no idea what happened, or become overloaded with information. And the same for you when you learn how to dance. If you're focusing only on techniques, you feel it's like so much to learn and you don't really know what to practice. Or you today practice one thing, tomorrow another. So ideally, you always focus on the principles as a teacher or the student. And I will give you the main principles for Latin dances today. Okay, main principles for Latin dances. Okay, so this is our next level. So maybe let's go here. So principles. So I will go through the principles for in general Latin dance, and then we're gonna get principles for each specific dance. But this is the most important. Okay, so for Latin dance, which will be number one principle for you to start. Like you never dance before, you dance a lot. This is, I see people even on advanced level, they're missing this. Number one principle is natural turnout.